Hello everyone, my name is Janina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a video that is not about books or about manga or about anime, but about some figures again. This is not really a haul, but I still wanted to show you some of the figures that I got from my time in Tokyo that I haven't shown you yet and that I really truly love, because there's some Jojo figures here that are super amazing and were like extremely cheap when I got them. And I also want to share with you where I got them, like in which area at least I got them in Tokyo, and how much they cost in yen and in euro, so you have the information how much you may have to pay for these figures when you are in Tokyo or when you're going to travel to Japan in general, because I think some of these you can also get in other cities, not only in Tokyo, obviously. So yeah, let me share with you some figures that I got in Tokyo. Let me start with the small ones and then we go to the larger ones that I have as well, because cannot deny my constant wish to buy large figures. One of my favorite anime is actually Madoka, which is a magical girl anime, and I love it so much because it's not your typical kind of magical girl anime, but like a psycho thriller. And I also really would like to have more figures of Madoka, but the super large ones are extremely expensive, so I got some smaller ones, and in Tokyo I got one small one, and it's this beautiful Madoka in her school uniform. She has like this very sweet pose that Madoka has sometimes, and it's a very simple figure. I also have another Madoka in her magical suit, like in her magical girl outfit, and I was really happy that I found this Madoka because she is in her regular school uniform outfit, and I love her so much, like the character, and this one is just like super simple. I got this one at the large Rashinban shop in Akihabara, and I think I bought it for 600 yen. It was one of the used ones that is like in these small plastic bags, and I was like, oh my god, 600 yen for this one? That's amazing. I take it with me, like give it, it's fine. And I think that's about 4 euros maybe. So yeah, this is the Madoka I got. She's like very sweet and very cute, and yeah, she's lovely. Another favorite anime of mine is Tiger and Bunny, which is a quite old anime, I guess, but I love it so much. And if you want to watch something really fun and interesting and not like your typical kind of anime with a little bit of bad CGI, but just in general really great characters and just an all-around really great plot, I would highly recommend you watch Tiger and Bunny. And my favorite character is Kotetsu, who's like one of the main characters, and so I bought a small Kotetsu, which I was so happy because he was as well like super cheap. I think he was around as well like 600 or 800 yen. I got this one in Akihabara in one of the like side stores. One level was only like figures and Gundam stuff, and one level was like figures for guys, you know, like Bishojo, beautiful girl figures and stuff. And this I found in the level where you can buy Gundam stuff and these kinds of figures. They had Bunny as well, like his partner in the series, but he was a bit too expensive for being used. Anyway, I love Kotetsu more, so I got him. And yeah, he's like, his name is on the plate, and he also has an exchangeable arm that I don't have with me right now, with like a little bunny plush, like which in itself is kind of ironic, I guess. But yeah, this is Kotetsu. I don't have the boxes, obviously. I don't have any boxes for the coming figures. So yeah, also very simple, but I was really glad that I found him because I have no other Tiger and Bunny figures, and this one is small and nice, and I thought, why the heck not? As you may already know, I'm a really big fan of Usumatsu-san, and my favorite is Karamatsu, but I love all brothers, and one of my other favorite brothers is actually Todomatsu. So I got this super cute sitting on a beautiful chair birthday Todomatsu, because this is like a special collection where they made all brothers sitting in this kind of chair, and they're equally in their color, like Todomatsu in pink, Karamatsu in blue, Choromatsu in green, and so on. And I saw this figure for 500 yen, I think, and I had to have it because I already have Karamatsu in this version where he's like sitting on a chair and like holding a wine glass, which is ridiculous, but I love it anyway. Of course I do. And I saw this one and I was like, oh my god, this is so lovely. He was so cheap, and I'm kind of regretting that I didn't get all the other brothers, because how cool would that have been to have all the 6 brothers on your shelf, like in the rainbow colors? That would have been amazing, right? So when I'm in Japan, like the next time, I will try and hunt all the other ones down. But yeah, he's sitting on his chair, having like a lovely sweet pose in like this typical Todomatsu fashion with his little birthday hat on and all in pink. And I love it so much, and it was so cheap, but he's always like falling down, so yeah, I gotta be careful. Love it. It's super sweet and it's really well done as well, in my opinion. And yeah, so one of my favorite manga of all time is actually Dragon Ball. It's like the manga that introduced me to manga and the general world of Japanese comics and anime, and Sailor Moon as well. But Dragon Ball was like my first true love with like fighting and big guys saving the world, and I just adore it to this day. I still have all the manga and I adore all the characters. I have no large figures of Dragon Ball, and while I was in Tokyo I was like, I have to change that because Dragon Ball is one of my favorite series like of all time. So I saw this beautiful Son Goku and I was this was love at first sight. I saw him in this beautiful fighting pose and I needed it. I was like looking at this figure and I thought to myself, if I do not buy this, I will regret this forever. So I got him. Obviously, he has like this beautiful fighting pose in a Super Saiyajin version, and this is just incredibly well done. There's so many Dragon Ball figures in Japan, like in Tokyo where I lived, because Dragon Ball is still so very popular, especially because of Dragon Ball Super, which came out in like a few years ago. So they made a lot of new figures for Dragon Ball, and they continue to do so. But I was in love with this one because it has like this, he has like this beautiful fighting pose. I mean, look at him. He's like, isn't he like just beautiful? And I was so happy that I got this one. I think he was around 2,500 or 2,300 yen, which is around like 20 euro. And I think I got him in a shop in Akihabara. I think it's one of the Liberty shops, which is close to a maid cafe, like quite at the beginning of like the large Akihabara street. And I was super happy that I found him for that cheap, because afterwards I saw him like for a way higher price, or I didn't see him at all anymore. So I was really glad that I found him for that price, and I love this one so much. And I kind of regret not buying more Dragon Ball figures, but a lot of them were already from Dragon Ball Super, so Son Goku with blue hair or pink hair, and I didn't know what that means because I haven't watched Dragon Ball Super yet. So I got this one and I'm super glad that I did. The next figures that I will show you are all Jojo figures, and my favorite character is actually Josuke. And I mean, I love Jotaro as well, but Josuke is kind of like this sweet, loyal boy that I truly like fell in love with, like with his character. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I love Jotaro as well. He is so cool and great and just, but all the figures you can get from Jotaro are like, you cannot, like, they're so expensive. They're ridiculously expensive in Japan because Jotaro is so popular. Anyway, let me show you the first Jotaro figure that I got here. This is the first Jotaro figure that I have here. It's a smaller one. He's like maybe not even as tall as my head. He has his normal school uniform and has this super weird Jojo pose, which I love because Jojo is weird, and I mean, it says bizarre adventure, so I think the figures can be weird as well. I love this pose because it really shows like how Jojo characters stand sometimes, and he has like a little plate that he's standing on, and just in general his details are amazing. His face, like how his face is painted and how it's sculptured. It's really, really lovely. I think I got this in the small Rashinban shop in Ikebukuro, which is in front of Animeto. So where there's like a small Rashinban where you can go down the stairs, and there's like a lot of secondhand figures. And I think I got it there, but I'm not so sure. And I think I paid around 1,800 yen, which is a bit more pricey for this small figure, but it was worth it. It's fine. I love Josuke, so it's okay. Yeah, this one is the first Josuke that I have. Then I got this absolutely incredible super large Josuke, which I'm like, I love this so much. He was incredibly cheap. I think I paid 1,300 yen, which is around 10 euro or like $10. And that's just ridiculously cheap for this big figure. He has his typical Josuke pose, or like a typical Jojo pose, with like the over dramatic hands and just like the legs, and it's just, I mean, this is just incredible, isn't it? For that price, what can I say? He as well is really well done, and I was so surprised that he was that cheap, because normally like this large of a figure is way more expensive than 1,300 yen. So I was super surprised and very, very glad as well. So I picked him up, and now he is safely in my home, and I'm very, very happy that I got this beautiful, beautiful Josuke. Last but not least, I have another Jojo figure, which is not a Jotaro or a Josuke or whatever, but it's a Giorno. It's a Giorno Giovanna, and I was on the hunt for this figure for a really long time. I saw him once at the beginning of my stay in Japan, and I never found him again. So in my last 3 weeks, I was like really on the hunt for this one, because at that time I was watching the anime, and I was like, I want to get like something from Jojo, from Giorno, from this season. And one day I actually found him in the Rashinban in Akihabara, in the big store, and he was more pricey as well. He was 3,000 yen, which is around 25 euros, which is still alright for this kind of figure and this kind of detailed, beautiful figure that he is. So I spent the money without regrets, and I was really happy because I loved the pose and I fell in love with him when I first saw this figure. So I was like, it's fine, it's my last few weeks here, I'ma just spend the money, it doesn't matter, it's for my hobby. As you can see, he is bright pink. He has like a little like stand plate with which he can stand better, and he has as well like his beautiful dramatic pose, and I just adore this. It's just, I know I'm repeating myself, I adore all my figures, but just, I mean, if you can get this one, please get it. It's going to make your figure collection that much more beautiful, in my opinion. So yeah, this is the last Jojo figure that I got. I wish I could show you some Jotaro figures, but I didn't get any because they were all ridiculously expensive, and there weren't that many, to be honest, because everyone loves Jotaros. They're all sold out and you can't get them anymore, like not that easily at least. But I'm super happy with my Giorno and with my Josukes. So yes, this is the last one that I can show you in this video. That's enough figure gushing for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and it maybe helped you as well for your own trip when you go to Tokyo and you want to buy some cheap figures. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you're all having a great day. Goodbye!